Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Gatekeeper Eclipse, which, that is one hell of a T, which I cannot help but read as something else. So, I'm pretty sure it's a Risk of Rain style bullet heaven, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how it goes. Because it looks like it's got a lot of style. I'm big on kind of top-down shooter roguelikes lately, and I'm curious to see what they've done with this formula. Because I've seen like a gazillion of these games. Activate the Obelisk of Catharsis. Oh, and I got a Swarm Pendant. Chance to summon a Resectoid on kill. Do extra damage. Okay, so we have monsters down here. So I have a beam. I've got a gun. I've got a dash. I don't know what F does. Seems to have charged my attack to do a little bit more damage. Oh, I have to protect the gate. Okay, that's interesting. Activate Catharsis. Well, I mean the bonus damage. I've got to stop standing on that dang thing. Okay, so we've got more monsters coming. So this is kind of a base defense game. It looks like I'm summoning random, oh. Let's see, I'm summoning little suicide drones. What? Oh, that's effective. I want to get rid of that sucker. There we go. Get over here. Portals recharge in a short bit. We have another Catharsis. I'll grab another flash. What does that do? Chance to stun enemies per hit. I gotta watch my HP a little bit. And I've gotta watch this, like, oh. Okay. This thing's a little stinky. Yeah, I was not expecting a defend the gate kind of situation here. Well, luckily the gate's got a stupid amount of HP. Oh. I can't kill those very easily. They're very tough. Okay, snag this. I don't know what any of these do. Bonus max health. That's not helpful. Portals recharge in a little bit. I think I'm gonna lose here, as those little explodies are kind of brutal. Well, I don't know if there's a meta progression for this, but I certainly hope there is one. Otherwise, I'm gonna run into some problems. Okay, get rid of some of these. Do another one of that. Okay. The Catharsis is ready again. I'm gonna just snag whatever. Crits, heal. Yeah, I pretty much cannot kill those bombs. Okay, this is definitely a little bit more compelling. I was expecting this to be a little bit more survival. Wow, those bombs do not want to die. And I have the hardest time killing them. I was kind of assuming these guys would just be coming for me. Oh, come on. Freaking thing just stood in my way. Okay, I got 15 seconds. Yeah, that's not enough. Stage lost, I'm dead. Huh. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm here. Protect the gates. I have my abilities. Take the blue pill. Take the opal eye. But remember, right, opal eye is just extra damage, which is appreciated. Now there's nothing I can do with this portal, correct? It seems to just kind of summon enemies endlessly. Huh. I was expecting losing that gate would actually cost me the run, but I guess it didn't? I definitely feel like some really light tower defense would go a massive distance at making this game, easier. Being able to just put down a couple of defenses would go very far. Okay, don't have time to care. Hollow Talisman. Talisman that deals damage per piece. Cooldown 5 seconds. Okay, so it's just an auto-attacking blaster. Appreciated. I still largely cannot do anything to the explodey dudes, though. They have way too much HP for something that can effectively just bum rush the portal and blow up. Go for that. Grab another of these. Blue pill. Oh, no. Yellow pill is attack speed. Honestly, appreciated. Kill that. Nope. Blast the heck out of these guys. See what I can do. Go those. I haven't died yet. And yeah, luckily crits heal me by like a fair bit. Okay, that one just kind of stalled. We're good. We've got some more catharsis. I'm gonna grab another flash. Okay, chance to stun an enemy. Honestly, I'm not big on the stun. I was hoping that was the one that gave me bonus base damage, but alas. Oh, something is like nuking me. Weird and frustrating. I don't know if it's these suckers or if it's something else. At least I got heals. Kinda. Hopefully there's some other characters for me to goof around with. Because I'm having some problems. Oh, no, I'm dead. Alright. Wait, I'm alive. What? Is there no consequence for failure in this? Is it just go as much as you can? I got a couple seconds left and seemingly no consequences for anything. Stage actually cleared. Huh. But yeah, this is almost more of a tower defense, but without the towers than a bullet heaven. Which honestly, okay. Alright, there's my catharsis. Eternal Heart. Snag that. Every hit restores HP. I mean, that's kind of nice. I need damage, though. I wish the enemies would drop power-ups or something. Rather than me relying on this thing. Maybe. And yes, I'm aware the gate health is in the upper right. But I lost a gate earlier and the run didn't end. But yeah, I almost wish that the level up shrine was actually, okay, Protocol 1.0 or a blue pill. Let's go for the Protocol. Main attack, chance to launch a projectile that does damage on hit. Alright, appreciated. A little bit of range would go a long way. But yeah, I'd much rather have like a Bullet Heaven Vampire Survivors style level up screen where every time you kill X amount of enemies and get X amount of EXP, you get it instead. Or if this timer was just kind of on your screen, and it's just every 30 seconds you get a power-up. The fact that I have to come back to it to snag whatever means I pretty much don't get to make decisions on what my build is. Because I'm too busy panicking over enemies kind of being in the way and coming after me. And then watching that timer, so I don't miss any power-ups because, you know, I need those just as much. And yeah, pausing when opening it, that could work. Yeah, this gate's absolutely screwed. The last one I succeeded mostly just because all the enemies were coming down one thoroughfare. This is nothing. I'm just gonna snag this. We'll grab another one. Cooldown reduced per unit, plus bonus damage. Appreciated. I mean, maybe I'll get lucky and... No. No, here comes the extra boys. But yeah, I don't do enough damage to kill these golem suckers. Stage lost. This does not surprise me. Did I lose? Nope. Protect the Heart of Time. Oh, okay. So I think the answer is I'm supposed to get as powerful as I can. Indicator or an Opal Eye. Oh, Opal Eyes are good. Shoot. What is this? Chance to deal crit. Honestly, that actually would have been nice. Oh well. I'll have to see if there's other characters I can play as. Let's see. Suckers are rude. Oh, good. And then there's the second one. Snag a Swarm Pendant. Oh. Get them, gooners. Holy shit. How am I supposed to do any of this? What the hell? Ah! Ah! And I'm supposed to kill 810 enemies. I don't know if this is overtuned or it needs like a meta progression system or something, because this is not exactly doable. And I lose. Let me try that again. Did I like goof something? Aurora. Okay, what is this? Okay, protect the heart. Wait. In Heart of Time and Nowhere. You mean I actually have to succeed? And that was on the... What? You failed one of the gates and enemies from that stage went to the end. Is that actually how it works? That's weird scuffed. Like, it feels like it needs multiplayer or something. 4 loops... Okay, prologue mode. 4 looped locations. Collect artifacts by activating obelisks. Find and charge 3 totems. At which point... a portal will open. What? Okay, okay. Wait, is Aurora is Aurora a completely different mode? Let me try this one. Because it feels like I either need friends, need towers, or need some other way of getting power. But I think this is the Risk of Rain mode. I think here I'm just supposed to survive. The survival mode is different. Okay. So we got a money rock. Yeah, so I think this is the actual Risk of Rain mode. I think maybe the defense mode is supposed to be kind of the other mode, but you have to play that one first, which makes me kind of curious and confused. Because here I feel like I'm at least able to kind of, I don't want to say make decisions for myself. But at least I'm kind of engaging with this on my own terms, and all of a sudden everything just became heck. I have no means of healing, do I? Oh, I should not have hit that. Oh, I healed. Okay, good. Okay, 90%. I just gotta watch out for the shotguns, and totem is done. Now we leave. I gotta go find some powers. Otherwise, I am dead meat forever. This one seems reasonably something. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. I'm gonna get rid of the bombsly, otherwise I'm dead. Oh, there's a weird bomb orb. I'm gonna grab whatever this is. Ritual Vessel. Oh, heals. So crit damage heals me. That's good. Okay, I have a lot of money. Yeah, so I can actually do things. I'm dead. I'm back. Why am I back? How am I... How do I die versus not die? How does anything work in this game? Okay, we got a portal, but I don't want to deal with it yet. Because currently, okay, yep, that's good. That's good enough. I think I need to kill these suckers. Otherwise, they're just going to keep blasting me to Kingdom Come. Snag this one. Another ritual vessel. Alright. This is a rude dude that needs to not be here. And we desperately need to find another shrine that gives me some crit. Otherwise, I am very cooked. At least I can dash a lot. Oh, that was expensive. Pick up the essence. What is any of this? Or the fractal. I'm gonna go fractal. Reduces the cooldown of all skills by 30% per piece. Yeah, that's appreciated. Okay, Protocol 1.0 or Flash. Definitely Protocol. Chance to launch a projectile. Do we have any other items here? We should. Okay, and I'm actually out of juice. What are you? Oh, that's an enemy. Is this a sucker that's been shooting, spiky balls at me this entire time? I have no idea. Okay, I can't actually afford this. Get the opal eye. I'll take the base damage. Yeah, the problem is I'm still pretty weak. And while I've got some actually really good Healy items, I can't benefit from them because my crit chance is low. Can I get you? Yes. Okay, Protocol 1.0? Sure. Oh, that's the missile. Which I'm sure is good. Okay, that bouncy ball is like the best thing ever. Okay, what are you? 257. Expensive. I could probably tackle a teleporter if I can find one. Or one of these. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of shops in the area. Are all of these teleporters nothing fancy? Yeah. Portable implant. I think that's just extra money. So I guess I'll grab this. Okay. Yeah, that extra 10% attack speed goes a long way. Yeah, let's cook this guy best as possible. Where's my... Boy, we have a lot of enemies just kind of throwing out here. At least that dies fast. Where that... There's one of these. I do wonder if I can actually just, leave, come back as soon as I've got the money. I should probably do it on a shrine by shrine, or totem by totem basis, though. Okay. So now we have homing things. It's fine. I feel like I'm doing more damage at the very least. Oh. We have a sprint mode as well. That's actually kind of really useful. For getting around, but also for dodging and running teleporters. Because the enemies don't hit scan as much. So I can kind of rest and relax. And run circles instead. Now, do I get anything fancy for killing a totem? I don't think so. Yep. I do not. Okay. Adrenaline pill or another protocol. I'm just gonna have endless missiles coming out of my face, I guess. Okay, so what is this? Rune of Rebound or Inertia. Rebound sounds interesting. Chance to avoid damage. Oh, that's... I mean, it's... Yeah, it's okay. What about you? 172. Nomad Stick or Ritual Vessel. We already have a couple of Ritual Vessels. Chance to summon an energy projectile from one enemy to another. Alright. I mean, at least I feel a fair bit more effective in combat. Alright, let's go hit the other one. Oh. Because I think if I hit the other portal, I'll have enough money to go all the way up to the top, snag the other red shrine. Blue pill. Increase movement speed. That, yeah, that's appreciated. This mode is way more fun. The defense one just needs, like, tower defense elements or friends. And lacking those, it's a little too much. This makes sense. Though I almost feel like the enemy spawn rate is a little random. But I'm sure it's going to get all the more hectic as we go along. Okay, fiery impulse from orbit. So, cannot... Oh, those fiery impulses from orbit, I think, help me. They'll hit enemies too. Okay, and we've got these little guys. Where'd all the enemies go? Did I just kill them all? Because that first totem was heck. And I was in trouble. And now it's like, there's a handful of enemies, I guess. Okay, get rid of those two. So we've charged the portal. I hope I have enough money. Well, we'll find out. At the very least, I'll get rid of these. Yeah, there should be genuinely enough enemies on the map for me to go get the item. There we go. Oh, my attacks hit the ground. That's awkward. That's why it's felt like my range is bad. It's because I'm literally shooting the ground in each area. Oh, weird. Okay, well, I should have enough money if we come back up here to open up the red thing. Alright. Nope. Come here. There we go. I certainly feel stronger. Oh, double damage to both enemies and owner. Oh no. I mean, maybe that's fine. That means I'm going to get absolutely wrecked really fast, though. Maybe. Oop. Okay, we found the portal, but we still have this. Might as well pop it open. So we get an Eternal Heart or Inertia. I'm gonna grab the Eternal Heart. That just means I heal 1 every time I hit an enemy. I'll take it. And yeah, it looks like the enemies are just gonna keep coming after me. Maybe? Yeah, it's more of a twin-stick shooter than a Bullet Heaven Survivors game. Yeah. I just looked like a Survivors game at first, hence why I called it that, but no. Alright, well, let's start with the money rock. Unfortunately, we lose all of our, well, that died in a hurry. Okay, adrenaline pill. Yeah, let's snag that. Extra HP and flat damage. I'm probably going to get one shot because of that red shrine. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll be able to pull it off. I know if I can get my crit chance to be up high, I should be able to just keep myself full health forever. I guess I'm just gonna run circles. There's no enemies right now. I still have all my power-ups, I just lost all my money. Okay. If there's nobody to fight, I'm just gonna run circles. Oh, it doesn't heal me anymore. That's unfortunate. Okay. It used to heal me. Oh, it's fine. I do a boatload of damage, the enemies didn't scale that much. Honestly, top-down Risk of Rain, kind of fun. Okay, I've got oodles of money, but that's probably not as good as you'd think. Okay, get rid of that. Do we want to hit the next one? Yeah. I'm just gonna get every single one of these that I can as I go by. Unless, of course, it backfires and kills me, at which point, I don't know. Oh! Those fireballs are not just for show. Okay, we've got orbital lasers. Boy, hanging out in the danger zone is, riskier than I thought it would be. Okay, stay away from those. I think we'll be fine. I just have to watch out for the balls. The balls can jump? They can jump! Ow. The balls can jump. Okay, toast that guy. And maybe some more of the movement speed would actually be kind of in order. Because, yeah, red pills are okay. What is this? Rune of Rebound. I'm gonna go for a little bit more healing at the very least. Get rid of one of these guys. They're annoying. At least I'm starting to recognize what the items do. Nomad Stick. Just to summon energy projectiles or another Rune of Rebound. Honestly, maybe I should go for the Runes of Rebound. I don't know if there's diminishing returns. Ah! Homie spiky balls just out of nowhere, though. Yeah, let's start stacking those. Because 5% per thing to avoid damage. I don't know what the upper limit on that is, but that actually sounds really helpful. Considering I take double damage from everything. No, that's the one. What was the crit item I got? Because I heal on crit, so if I can stack that, I'm going to become far less killable. It's this. Indicator, that's the one we want to snag. Conveniently looks like a targeting reticle. Music is weird. Weird. Alright, grab another. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. Okay, do we have any more? No. Not yet. There we go. Those extra projectiles are kind of handy. What the heck are the shrines? I'm not seeing anything on my HUD. Is there a map? No. But we've at least found some more upgrade shrines. Okay, I see another indicator. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep stacking my crit like crazy. And yeah, maybe a couple more ritual vessels just for the sake of it. Ow. Rude. Okay, where the heck is the teleporter? I don't know. Another Eternal Heart or another Nomad Stick. Honestly, Nomad Stick. I don't know what the summoning a projectile from another exactly does. So there's nothing up here. I functionally have limitless money. Because we've done that. I've done a big circuit and I've clearly missed something. Maybe it's more centrally located. I think I've gone around the outside, or there's some kind of dark lands that I haven't been in. Wow. Sometimes that has no range, sometimes that has all the range. Yeah, there's gotta be something else down here. Maybe over to the right. Oh, well, we got a thing here. The damage is good. Oh, there it is. Okay, yellow pill's attack speed. We can use that, and here's the exit. If we didn't find any of the really fancy looking upgrades. It's mostly been basics for this one. But yeah, a little bit of a map for this mode would come in handy. I know Risk of Rain doesn't... Wait, no, Risk of Rain does have a map, doesn't it? Yeah. It just didn't in multiplayer, because it, like, covered too much of the screen. I remember now. I like where this game is going. I think the main issue is that that kind of defense-y survival mode needs a lot of work, and then this one just needs a little bit of navigation. I'm still gonna go back to, I almost would prefer it if you just leveled up randomly every couple of levels, or like every X number of kills. Because I think that would be a much smoother experience, but I also recognize that it would no longer be as true to its roots. Which I can see being kind of a negative for some people. Or for some people, for the developers. Oops. Oh boy. F is also like a really awkward button to aim for. I'm kind of shocked that like Q and E weren't used. Okay, so I'm gonna make the mistake of going as far south as I possibly can. Nope, there's nothing down here. It was worth a shot. I wanted to see if there was a an interesting totem. There's a lot of enemies. But I don't think they're worth chasing. Alright. Let's get out of here. Do not hit me. That would be rude. It looks fun, though. Yeah. No, it definitely has merits. I think it just, needs to smooth out some of the curve. Ooh, this place is dreary. Also is vaguely identical to all the other areas I've been in so far. 600. Ouch. Charge totems. That is not a totem. Well, we're finding all the cash shops, but I'm not finding hide nor hair of totem. There you are. And my goal for the most part is clear every totem I possibly can. Can you actually visually see this thing lighting up as it charges? Yes, you can. Oh, that's kind of nice. E would be primary, F would be secondary when using WASD. Really? See, for me, I can always find Q and E. Sometimes reaching for like F or G or Z or C or whatever, I'll miss. But Q and E I never have trouble pressing. I really wish there were mice with like more discernible buttons on the sides. I've got one with a radial menu 1 to 10, but I'm not used to pressing any of them, so apart from like 1 or 2, I don't actually know which one is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. And it's gonna throw me off a little bit. Oops. Rude. Let's grab an inertia. Killing a monster has a chance to create an impulse that does damage per hit. I don't know how useful that's going to be. Okay, let's grab a blue pill. Being able to go like heckin' fast. Seems like it'll be a boon. Snag another one of those. Don't care. I don't think I really need more inertia here. Boy, that's a lot of enemies. Nope, didn't buy it. Okay, I guess I'll snag another one of these. I don't actually know what the Nomad stick does fully. I think it summons effectively another attack missile, but it's hard to tell which is which. Okay, and we get another relic. The more of those I can stack, this, the more I can heal. Because every time we crit, we're supposed to heal for like 2% of the damage, which I feel like gets pretty goofy strong when you've got like a 40, 50 something % chance to crit. Oh, did I pass a portal? I did. At least it feels like I'm outscaling the enemies. The one problem I am noticing, though, that I have this problem with a lot of roguelikes, but Risk of Rain especially. Oh yeah, I was just right next to one of these. One thing I never liked about Risk of Rain is your gameplay doesn't change too much. You know, if you notice, for the most part, I'm just literally shooting one gun, firing the same, you know, blast move, and having this singular chain shot that I had at the very beginning. The only thing that's changed is I do bigger number. And I've always found that to be a little bit of a weakness, specifically for the Risk of Rain style of roguelike. That, you know, very much, even basic stuff like ricochet shot or triple shot or something would go a long way in making certain builds feel a little bit more interesting, unique. Because my big fear with these is you kind of get like a meta. And once you've figured out that meta, like stack a bunch of crit damage and then heal from it, there's no longer much of a reason to go for anything else. I've seen a lot of people specifically complain, whenever I play Risk of Rain, I'll play on command mode so I can have like the perfect build. And a lot of people say that kind of ruins the fun of it. I fundamentally do agree, but I think what it does instead is it kind of pulls back the curtain on how undynamic Risk of Rain's upgrade system generally tends to be. And even beyond that, it has a bunch of things that actually have hard caps. Like, after a certain point, you don't want any more Lensmaker glasses. Go for the Opal Eye. I don't know if the base damage really helps, but 6 base damage is better than 2. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Risk of Rain a fair bit, but I've always felt like I only ever have like 3 or 4 potential builds for every character, and then after that it's just kind of more of the same. Ooh, we got a fancy shrine here. Kind of expensive, but well within my price range. So what do we have? Let's try the Swarm Pendant. I like the Swarm Pendant. 30% chance to summon a friendo. Okay, let's grab another one of these. 1% per stack. Pick up the flash? Nah, I don't need the flash. I'll go for the max health though, considering, you know, all damage done to me is doubled. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'm at a 60% chance to crit. So I need 4 more of those and then no more. 3 more. But yeah, just based on looking at the items here, the only ones that really kind of let me build a build are the, like, really rare items that I don't see very often. At which point, there's not really much of a reason to try and find those, because there's no reliable way to do so. I'm not necessarily saying that there are, like, 100% other, 100% better other ways of handling builds and roguelikes, but like Hades, for example, your run changes dramatically over the course of it, in such a way that like you really can have quite the memorable runs as a result. I don't want to say that like every roguelike has to follow that exact formula, but it feels like if they don't, it feels kind of boring. I had that problem with Rogue Legacy 2. Like, I rather enjoyed playing Rogue Legacy 2 when it came out, but it felt like every single one of my runs with a character was entirely determined based on the weapon and nothing more. And the entire way that the game remained compelling was because it was kind of fun to grind. Oh, we got another money rock. Appreciate it. I don't think we have any other challenges here. I guess we might as well just snag this and do my best. A lot of roguelikes and roguelites are worried about unbalancing things and giving you bigger, more impactful bonuses. Yeah, I can understand that. I think Monster Train has the right of it. Make everything hard, but make the player goofy strong as a result. You know, have that kind of be the trade-off. Like, yeah, of course the game is blisteringly difficult, but you're so goofy powerful that you can kind of just fight through it. Considering this is the demo and prologue, this being a limited pool makes sense. Oh, absolutely does. I just hope that there are actual, like, maximum caps on certain items. Like, if you stop benefiting from an item after 1 pickup, it should just, like, remove itself from the pool and that's it. So, like, the crit glasses. Well, that was silly. Alright, snag that. I think we're good. I like the little bomber knots. I didn't realize in the survival mode, or the wave defense mode, how useful they were. Though honestly, I guess all things considered, they're not actually that good. If they could attack my enemies rather than just blow up into them, but I don't think they're actually that much better or worse than the micro rockets. Being able to combine and evolve items is a good thing too. Yes. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to tackle the problem. I just genuinely hope roguelike developers kind of pay attention to how the meta of designing roguelikes changes over the years. Because I've seen a couple of, like, very Risk of Rain inspired roguelikes, and I think most of them suffer greatly from it because Risk of Rain manages to be, like, incredibly fun because of how well designed it is, but also in spite of certain major design decisions that, you know, hold it back, like the way certain items scale. Or just certain items are just dreadfully boring. Okay, more missile, more move speed. Let's go move speed. I got a boogie. But I find more often than not what happens when, you know, I say something to the extent of, you know, I wish developers would pay more attention to certain, some of these things. What that ends up meaning is that everybody just makes another Slay the Spire, and that's like the worst thing ever. I don't mind more of the same necessarily, but it's like, I don't know. You can't just make the same game and expect to have the same success. And I think a lot of people miss that. And it's like, it's obvious, right? It's like, yeah, don't clone the game, but I've played maybe 5 roguelike deck builders that actually have, like, individual merit, and then most of them are just like, hey, but what if Slay the Spire? And, like, a couple of the ones that are like, hey, but what if Slay the Spire, are actually legitimately very fun in their own right. But they still inherently have that shadow to kind of get out from underneath, and that's almost impossible. Yeah, tell that to MMO developers. Oh, yeah. I remember playing practically every WoW killer that ever came out, and every single one of them was just dreadfully boring and uncreative. I'm just going to have a bunch of murder drones, I guess. Let's get him with the bouncy. Was there was a shop over here, or did I already get it? I must have already gotten it. It was kind of fun how many different WoW killers were made and failed within like X number of years, because it was kind of fun to launch in and see a bunch of people trying to find something different. Oh. Confines or fuse. Killed enemy drops a vessel that does extra damage per stack. Oh, that's kind of fun. I don't think the game is quite capable of dealing with how fast I scale here. Okay, grab these. Oh, come on. Need just a smidge more. I'm getting busted to the point where I don't need to care nearly as much as I was earlier. This is also the last level for me. Do I want the flash? No. Stun chance is nice, but I'd rather be able to just give things. Okay, so we got some stuff to buy near the portal, so I'll just leave it for the time being. We gotta go find another totem. There we go. Snag that. Grab another one of these. How many runes of rebound do I have? 6. So I've got a maybe 30% chance to just avoid all damage. I don't know if there's diminishing returns on that, and I really hope it actually tells me. Just because. WoW in a lot of ways did a lot of damage to the MMO genre because how successful it was for everyone to copy it. I mean, I think that's generally true of almost every genre leader in existence within game design. That I think inherently a lot of people don't recognize a genuine need for novelty. Or maybe when it comes to like game developers, a lot of them don't play other games. I don't know. Or, honestly, a lot of people running studios don't actually make games or even play games themselves. And they're just looking at the numbers and say, let's just make one of those. And that's how you get, like, a ton of WoW killers and a ton of WoW killers and a ton of MOBAs and a ton of Battle Royales, even though, like, we really don't need more. I can remember, was it, like, E3 2019, 2020, something like that? No, it wasn't 2020, because the 2021 was canceled for a good reason. But there was definitely one of the E3s. I was hanging out with some friends, and we were just kind of making fun of it, because that's what you do. And that was, like, the year where they had, like, 10 different Battle Royales. All at once. And, like, all of them are bad, and none of them lived. Heck, I don't even know if, like, half of them even came out. And it's kind of one of those where it's just, like, any sane person would look at it and say, it's probably not going to, you know, that momentum is probably not going to keep up. Maybe if we have a good idea, we can, put out quickly. But otherwise, let's see, is that Opalite? Nah. I'm just going to keep stacking missiles. And one reality of game design is a lot of people get into it because they play something, find issues with it, and want to do it better. Oh yeah, I recognize that. And, like, I definitely, myself kind of am guilty of that. What was it? Like, half the time I watch a movie nowadays, I'll sit around with Shell after the fact, kind of griping about how it could have or should have been done to be, like, better or more interesting. And maybe part of it is just, like, I consume too much media, and, like, my standards have become unreasonably high, or something. I like my little explodey drones. Fantasy heartbreakers are a thing in tabletop RPGs due to it. Do you want to embellish that point? Are we talking about, like, people that just tried to remake D&D or something, or is that something else? But yeah, every person wants a slice, make the pie smaller, make it worth less. Oh, I died. I shouldn't have been reading chat. Oh well, it's fine. We'll come back to it. This is a neat game. It definitely needs some work. I was not expecting to get one shot to that degree. Maybe I cooked myself instead. Is what it is. Oh, and you can see that I've seen every single white item, every single green item. We're still missing a couple of the purple items, definitely a lot of the red items, and then there's a couple of these too. I will say the game needs a lot more to it, but for games that are specifically, I'm gonna say specifically aping off of Risk of Rain, I think this one does it best. I've played quite a lot of these, and almost none of them have been worth featuring. I thought almost all of them were kind of boring. But this one nails the visual design, has a different perspective. You know, making it top-down probably makes it easier to develop, but also sets it apart so it's not another Risk of Rain 2 or another Risk of Rain 1. Yeah, if this isn't a Risk of Rain 2 clone, then I don't know what it is. Yeah. And so, like, I'm actually kind of fine with it because it's still a different means of play, and hopefully they can mess around with it a little bit more. I think my big complaints mostly boil down to nothing I did really made my run more interesting. Like, I can stack a billion of these missiles, but I don't know if this 5% chance goes up. Oh no, it's always a 5% chance. This literally is just the same missile in Risk of Rain 1, which is kind of boring. I really wish it would do more interesting things, even to the point where, what if every 5 items you had from a stack, it would have like a unique evolution, randomly generated, that made it do something else. So, you know, what if it inverts it? So instead of having a 5% chance, you have a 100% chance to fire a missile that does 5% damage, and you just stack a bunch of those. Or just like various ways that you can kind of tweak your build based on the items that you've picked up, to make it more interesting on subsequent runs, because as it stands, if I played this again, I'd do the exact same build. You know, stack as much crit as possible, stack as many ritual vessels as possible, not get eminence, because as good as glass is, there's not enough durability boosting items to make it worth it. But yeah, you can increase numbers all year, but only new things that change your game make it a game like this interesting. And so, I think if they can really, like, deliver on the variety and tackle the issue of the, if they can add more, like, width, but then tackle the issue of stacking numbers gets boring, if they can figure out how to fix that so it gets interesting again, I think this could be incredible. But I will have to wait and see when it comes out. But all things considered, it's an incredibly good base, and I hope they take it all the way. And the other thing is I really hope they add mod support. Mod support really, really helped Risk of Rain 2. And I could see this being pretty wild with it as well. But for now, let's move on to the next.